Hi, this is Gary Rotting with an important and I believe exciting announcement regarding myServicePRO. A couple of months ago, you might remember we introduced in a very innocuous manner myXinatorPRO. This announcement today now completes that story, and myServicePRO has, of course, served us well for over 20 years. But it's time to give it a rest. And this video will tell you what is going to replace it and how. And oh, by the way, there are links to YouTube videos, the new software, and field apps at the end of this for those of you who want to go ahead and skip ahead. There are a number of reasons why this is necessary and desirable. And the first is the technology. The code that was groundbreaking in the early 2000s, as we were one of, if not the first cloud-based field service software company, is now just too feature limiting, and frankly we can't even find programmers that can work on it to the level we need. Additionally, the market has changed in part due to a challenging economy, which is driving the needs of your business both in terms of customer satisfaction but also in terms of cost. So let's look at where we're going. So here we are today, and this is where we're going. And this is the dispatch board today. And this is the dispatch board where we're going to. And there's choices here, like these, and even a couple of more. Or from a clunky customer site process to a smooth one. And guess what? Even your field tech will access all of the site history of their app on their Apple or Android devices. And for those of you that like it, we even have light and dark views. Besides looking better, it's also easier to use and has some significant benefits. You've probably heard this before. myXinatorPRO, of course, is a small business ERP, and you'll be hearing that term more and more. What it refers to is creating a seamless collection of software components that automate workflows. Most of these systems, like NetSuite or Salesforce, are very expensive and are really focused on mid-market, not the small business market. In our case, we are highly focused on the small business market, and as a result, our system is going to be and is very cost effective, even a fraction of the cost of mainstream. We also make it modular so you can add as you grow and modify as you need to. The result is the efficiency and effectiveness you need at a price that is affordable. It's important to understand that the components that are available are not required to be used, but to get the real benefits, some of them must be used together. At the top of that list is QuickBooks Online for bookkeeping and myXinator CC for payment processing of credit cards and buy now, pay later consumer financing. In addition, myXinator CEC is the core engine for the basic customer engagement, resource scheduling, CRM functions, etc. And the field service module, which most of you will need along with the field agent apps to complete the core service business for ERP. So social media management, recruiting, and email SMS marketing provide additional value in the optional modules. If you ask me to highlight a few of the most important things, I'd focus on these. Currently, myServicePRO has really no CRM functionality, but with myXinator CEC features, we precisely integrate the operations and customer engagement functions to make business efficient and customers more satisfied. It's also enhanced by the customer communications features from two-way texting with inbound and MMS document functionality, and this includes a complete history of all inbound and outbound email and texting in your customer detail page. And of course, improved interface and integration will make using the system much easier. And I do look forward to your first impressions and feedbacks as you look at this. So let's talk about how we get from where we are today to where we need to be. And it involves a three-phase process starting now and ending in June of next year. We will work with each one of you to determine which phase works best for you. Phase 1 is geared to companies with one or two techs and kind of the same for administration. It includes core field service functionality, including myXinator CEC, and the free Field Agent app, which I'll introduce you in a couple minutes here, which keeps your costs nice and low. It requires you to use QuickBooks Online Essentials or higher, and preferably through us, and myServiceCC for payment processing. These components are necessary for us to offer a 1-year freeze on your current rates. When we talk, we can cover all the reasons you will be not only use that, but also be happy about it. We expect companies in this phase to be converted in this month of November. Phase 2, which a good many of you will land in, will be ready shortly. We're putting the final touches on some of the communications features, and it should then be good to go. The main add-on here is the field service module, with the enhancements you need for a larger field service entity. It also uses the enhanced version of the Field Agent app, myXinatorPRO, which includes all of the customer site location details and appointment history. In phase 3, we'll address the special needs of companies doing significant third-party work, including status reporting with AHS and some of the other goodies we are working on. In fact, now is a good time for any wish list items to be sent to us so that we can add them into the module if possible. Okay, so that's the plan basics, and as stated up front, continuing to support yet alone enhance myServicePRO and its field apps are becoming very challenging. So we look to decommission myServicePRO around June. There's nothing hard and fast about that date, but it will require us to increase rates to support diminishing users sometime after February. We'll work with each one of you individually on discussing that. So as of right now, those of you that have not chosen to migrate will be facing an increase in fees in 2026 at some point. And assuming we are on time with our conversion plans, that probably will be in February. Okay, before we wrap up, let's just go through the new field apps. As I mentioned earlier, we have a free field service app for the Customer Engagement Center, and additionally the myXinatorPRO version that works with the FSM field service module for field agents using that, and both are either Android or Apple. I might also mention that these have been optimized for tablet use, which I think a lot of our customers are now using. They both provide the basic needs for a technician, including a list of assigned appointments in chronological order, search capability, and the appointment details include basic contract information and contact information, and the ability to update statuses. They both also have invoice and estimate creating and editing capability, whether it's sent from the office or created in the field, and of course everything syncs back to the myXinator components like QuickBooks Online. And of course they also both support normal payment processing options, including collecting and recording deposits by an amount that's either specified by the office or can be selected from the field in both percentage, and this goes for payment as well, percentage or fixed dollar amount if it's a partial payment. And I'm also excited and a little nervous about pre-announcing that we have a commitment from our merchant processor Explore, previously Clearant, to add tap to pay feature early in 2026, possibly as early as January. So for those of you that have been frustrated by card readers, you now can think about not even getting involved with them. We're pretty excited about that. The Pro version has significant enhancements, including a slick interface that provides touch access to customer communications, directions, and status updates. And in addition, there's access and add edit capability to the site details. These include forms selected by the office or added by the tech with signature capture, maintenance agreements, in-app picture capture, notes that are all time-stamped and identified to the tech that sent them. So, and again, all of course are related, are synced to the related myXinator software components. In addition, we've added additional tech statuses that you need, including things like a tech ID and a profile picture that can be sent automatically when the tech is confirmed for an appointment, or manually at a good time. And there's also, of course, en route status, which and associated, which is pretty cool. Map tracking for the customer if they want to, if you want to make that available, and also like arrived type of status. Like myXinator itself, there is extensive tagging capabilities to make sure the data is conveniently available throughout the workflows in the field and in the office. And finally, the agent will also be able to create an appointment request for assignment in the that'll go into the CEC or field service module. In conclusion, I'd ask two things of you. First, take a look at the YouTube video. You can use the link in the PDF of this presentation, or go to our YouTube channel and look in the myXinatorPRO playlist. I've timestamped the chapters for you for your convenience to make it easier to watch over time. In addition, we ask you to meet with us to review your specific needs and plan your migration. We truly value each of you as a customer, and for many of you, that's been partnering with us for over 10 years. So we will work with you to make sure you are excited about the changes and comfortable with the next steps. Use the link in our scheduling calendar or chat us up in myServicePRO to set an appointment. So thanks for being our customer and joining us in this exciting journey.